What up guys, welcome back to another great video, and I'm super stoked to go ahead and tell you guys we have a new dealership contract, and that being right here with Audi of downtown Los Angeles. Now if you guys are interested in buying a vehicle from Audi, go ahead and say MJ sent you guys over to go ahead and give you a good little discount on any vehicle that you guys go ahead and get. Go ahead and make sure that you guys are staying tuned in for the rest of the video, because this is going to be a super sweet one, and I appreciate you guys always for staying tuned in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to the rest of the video. So we waited for it to go down a little bit on the sun so that we can go ahead and show you guys a beautiful background of downtown LA. Downtown LA freeway, this is the 110 right here, and our beautiful van. So our van was away for a little while, now it's back. Now it isn't 100% complete. We are gonna go ahead and tweak up just a little bit more, but we wanna go ahead and update you what we have in store for our van here. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and open it up and show you guys what we have. Now, I am thankful that this particular van, Mercedes Metris, I have I think the 240 or the 270, that this door specifically goes all the way to the back. So for demonstration purposes, we're gonna go ahead and just show you guys just like this. I have H2O's beautiful bottle holders. We had them chromed out. We had everything chromed out in here, and then we decided to go ahead and clear it. Now with clearing it, it went ahead and altered the finish just a little bit. We did do powder coating, we did do chrome plating, so that's why we have this like very translucent silver, which looks really good and complements the chrome accents that I have on the wrap. That is a satin chrome. On this corner we have just our brushes. We're gonna add a few more on here, but on this side we have our detail sprays, our interior, and just little miscellaneous stuff right here, products here. A lot of the stuff that we use is Shine Supply. Personally, what I love to use, not a biased thing that I love to go ahead and say, hey, get this company or this company. It's just stuff that I personally use. Now, moving along, we have two foam cannons, one for pre-foaming, one for the actual pH neutral soap that I use on a regular. We have our keychains right here, so that we can go ahead and have all of our customer car keys in a section where I can go ahead and see and be safe. Then we have our Honda pressure washer, custom painted. Literally everything on here is custom painted, and we have that just to go ahead and make sure that if our battery runs low on our EcoFlow, which we're going to move on to that, or if there's a situation where I need a little bit more power with the PSI, that thing right there comes and saves the day. We have all Cox reels right here. On the left side, we have our electrical outlet right here. We have our hose outlet with a Torador Mini. This right here is a super clean build that I love that they did. We have a water hose right here. This is our pressure washer hose. This is, I believe, 75 feet or 100, and it's super awesome. Right here in the middle, it's a little small touch. I'm not too sure if you're going to catch that, but this right here is going to go ahead and be our trash bag. A lot of clients have trash inside their vehicles, so we go ahead and grab a trash bag, throw all the trash in there, and then we go ahead and get rid of that. On this side, we have our vacuum. So this right here is going to be our hose reel for our vacuum. Then on this right side, we have a little holder for our pressure washer gun. Then aside on that, also we have our floor mat on that right side. Go ahead and make sure the customer's floor mats are 100% good. Then we already discussed that. We have a extension. I'm going to pull that out right there for the pressure washer gun. Also for the trucks, that right there is always something good to have. We have a fire extinguisher just in case if anything does happen. We have something there. Then I have a baggie for all the dirtier towels that we use. I tend to go ahead and put something more aesthetically pleasing, just throw it all in there and it's all covered up. This is going to be a controversial thing, a EcoFlow, basically a big battery to go ahead and use as a generator. Now a lot of people use a generator to go ahead and be gas powered, which all you go ahead and put is fuel. It's a little bit louder traditionally. So what I wanted to go ahead and see out how well an EcoFlow would go ahead and be used for my business. Now if you're washing cars daily and you're using a lot of your actual power washing needs and you use your steamer, your vacuum, all that stuff, this is not going to be your ideal setup. You're going to have to go ahead and have multiple batteries, and you might probably go ahead and run, let's say 8-10 cars max on a battery pack and this generator. If it's just a standalone, I'd probably say estimated 20%, give or take, each time you go ahead and use this generator. So it is 100%. You're gonna probably take 20% on each vehicle, give or take. This is what I've been actually calculating as I've been using it. We're gonna go ahead and just keep on testing it. If it is gonna be good, if it's not, I'll go ahead and update you guys. So go ahead and tell you guys, hey, our champion generator that we previously had is gonna be still the best ideal thing to do, because it was quiet. It did come with the cost of noise and gas. Then we have our blow Air GT. That's been a trooper. That is one of the best blowers that I personally love. And then we have our water spigot right here to go ahead and fill up all the products and buckets. Then we have our tire shine right there on the left corner. And then we have all of our towels. We have all of our, let's say, rims and door gems, stuff that you don't really mind getting dirty. Then we have glass towels, all of our prettier towels for the paint. And then we have our fluffy towels for any buffing off of waxes. That pretty much wraps up the back half. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the inside. As you can see, it's very clean in here. Setup. So this build is a very clean and minimalistic, a lot of detailing. We're just doing maintenance details specifically in this van. That way we can go ahead and clean up a lot of this stuff. We don't need gallons, because we're going to go ahead and just make sure that we go ahead and do 3, 4, 5 cars at max throughout the day. We are primarily using it more for mobile, again, just for maintenance details. And if there's a specifically bigger job, we can still do, because we have space to go ahead and put our equipment. If we do have a bigger job, we tend to go ahead and have them at our shop. So nonetheless, let's start with right here in the left corner. We have our vacuum aid. This right here is the best vacuum I can possibly think of on market right now. And the little detail that I did was the exhaust fan. I had shout out to H2O to go ahead and put an elbow on this and a little bit of an extra bit of their vacuum hose, so that way I can go ahead and push out instead of into the van and create a lot of dust and smell, because this does create some type of smell once you're using it for a very long time. This, my friend, is your best friend actually when it comes to vans, because a lot of our vans come with this hard metal right here. So we use this for our knees, or a lot of people do a actual padded mat all on the diamond plating. I like to go ahead and show off my color, the way it's cleaned out. So I just have this mat to go ahead and help me, just in case I'm rolling around in here. Let me go ahead and put this away, and I will go ahead and tell you guys, on the top rack we have our blower, our Milwaukee blower. Milwaukee is our brand. I know a lot of guys use Ryobi, Milwaukee, or DeWalt. I feel like a lot of people go into logistics of like, hey, does this one work a lot better? If it's a blower, you're just going to use it to blow out some stuff, just get any of them, really. We have our light stand. We have a little fan in the back. We have our Krenzel that's hidden in the back right corner right there. That is our electric pressure washer, one of the best, no complaints, and it's something that I personally love. We have a few products here. We have our bucket holders right here on the bottom. Shout out again to H2O for going ahead and making us one, because the biggest thing that on my previous video that I went ahead and had, I actually had this like chained up right here on this corner, so that way it doesn't slide around a lot. This right here, no issues, no noise, no problem. We relocated our air compressor. Our air compressor was like over here in this area. We threw it in the corner, so that way go ahead and make as much space as possible. And then we actually put our scan grip light for our interior right here. Shout out to Diego. Diego was actually a big fan of this little idea. We actually have an extension cord brick that's actually attached to the side of this 100-gallon water tank that we have on the side, and this is actually connected to that. So let's just say I turn it on and off, it's already plugged into the charger. So that's actually a pretty sweet thing. Then I'm going to show you guys on the opposite side this whole little setup. So let's get to it. And one thing actually before we get to the back, I want to go ahead and mention that everything in here is fully diamond plated. We have the diamond plated walls literally right here. If I can show you, this whole door is diamond plated. We have our whole wall that is covered and walled off. Not a lot of people do that. It's something I like. Pretty much makes it a very clean look. And H2O did this as far as adding these extra lights and light into the actual water tank, so that way we can go ahead and see when it raises up. These are clean low touches. Mattresses only have that one light in that corner right there, and literally no light. When you're detailing, especially at night, like right now, we're making this video. If it wasn't for these lights, we would have to add lights. So it's pretty sweet that they go ahead and do that. So I'm going to show you guys. Oh, actually, before we do all that, we have our ladder here. We have our small cable. Pretty much put this towel to go ahead and protect the backside of the seat. And then we have our cones, but I'm going to show you guys that on the opposite side. Right here, we have 3 cones to go ahead and make sure for safety. And then we have our extension cords. I tend to go ahead and get the heaviest duty ones to go ahead and make sure that we pull as much electricity through the wire so that way none of this runs without enough power. So we have our drying towels all right here. I love to have a few of them. Then we have some miscellaneous jackets for riding around passenger. We have a little neck pillow. Let me go ahead and open that up for you. But a neck pillow, so that way whenever you're chilling, you can go ahead and sleep and not have a little worry. And then we have this sweet little thing right here. This is for undercarriages. So when you're going and doing a lot of off-roady vehicles, pick something up like this, because if you see these little jets right here, you go ahead and plug it into your actual gun and you go underneath the whole car, and that right there saves you from getting wet. So we have that, and then we have 2 studio crates. One right now for polishing and one for all the miscellaneous stuff. A few lights, our polisher, our drills, and then we have our gloves and our napkins. This is obviously like shop napkins right here. And then we have another fire extinguisher to go ahead and just be a little extra safe. So right here, what I go ahead and plan on doing is putting a little bracket for our extractor, because that might go ahead and move around. So I want to go ahead and make sure that is put away. And then our steamer, we might just go ahead and put it up here when we go ahead and use it. We use a VX5000, and then we have a small Mighty that we go ahead and use. Now, that pretty much wraps up the actual van. Aside from that, I want to go ahead and turn on this to go ahead and show you guys. But let me go ahead and turn it up. If you guys don't know, we actually have star lights in our hairliner. Shout out to Stars in the Ceiling. Look, right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's Stars in the Ceiling that went ahead and did our roof. So that pretty much wraps up our van setup as of right now. My biggest thing is you don't have to go ahead and have the craziest build with super, crammed up stuff and slide outs here, slide outs there. You just got to go ahead and do the simplest things, the effective things, and get the job done correctly. Quality over quantity. Focus on that and your business will grow. And I personally say that from experience. So nonetheless, let's go back to the shop.